blast off and the clock has started.
Penis!
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
To Brutal Brunch, episode 11, season 2.
Yep.
And we're back, guys. Sorry we missed out a little bit this past week. We had some things going on this Saturday, and we didn't get another episode out. It happens sometimes. We apologize. But we're back, and we got a special guest here. Before we get into that, make sure you guys go follow us on social media. Get on that Discord. Get on Patreon. Support. We're almost at 1,000 views, so every view counts at this point. We're going to do a special thing once we reach 1,000. We don't know yet. We're going to plan that out today. That was on my to-do list, and I totally forgot the to-do list.
So you didn't to-do it?
What the fuck does that mean, man?
It means you didn't do your to-do.
You didn't get it to done.
You gotta get it done. Do.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's get to introductions. We do self-introductions here. I'm one of your hosts, Trip.
Mark.
Nathan.
And our special guest,
Rae Doren.
Well, Rachel, as this is an art podcast, can you give us a little bit of background about your art and what got you in that seat today?
Yeah, sure. I'll try to distill this. So I am a multimedia artist, and I have lately been focusing on digital paintings, and I've also worked a lot in physical paintings with mica.
Like the powders?
Yeah,
Okay.
like mica, like painting.
Oh, okay.
Mica.
Oh, that's neat.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
person. I was like, who the fuck is Micah?
Yeah, I could show you guys, but I've focused a lot on trying to shed light on issues that individuals face and bringing more empathy to different minority issues, and also kind of bringing new light to mundane art styles, like trying to flip stereotypical art styles in a new direction, but mostly about shedding light to human issues.
That's awesome. A little against the grain. A little. I like that. I like that a lot. So what got you into art?
I've really been making art all my life, though. So I think that I think I had a natural ability to make art that was more realistic when I was a child. And then from there, I kind of was encouraged to do that. And growing up, I went to a lot of museums. Like, my family took me to a lot and were very encouraging. We have, like, some artists in my family. So I would talk to them. And over the years, I would just pick up new forms of art, like sculpture, sewing, and making clothes, like, by hand, and painting and drawing and digital art and design and everything.
So as like other kids are trying to draw like Tyrannosauruses mixed with rhinos, you're like doing real stuff.
Yeah, I think that I started with more realistic stuff because people were like shocked by it, and I was a kid, so I wanted to impress other people.
Yeah, you get that initial dopamine rush, like the second like somebody responds to your stuff.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, and they're like, whoa, it looks so real, like the picture. I'm like, I
Nice.
can do it.
Yeah. That little positive feedback means a lot.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of time you don't get any good feedback at all, and it takes that one person.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I like that. It's like, all right.
If you put two mics together, you get feedback.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark's back.
You asked
Yeah.
for this.
Mark's. No one does.
Yeah. Welcome back, Mark.
It's like pun rape.
Is that a thing?
It is now. We just coined it.
Oh boy.
I know they can't see, but I can just show you some paintings I did.
Yeah, let's look at them and.
You can see like the mica. This is like all mica, and it's on blackboards.
Oh yeah.
And so I just paint.
The colors pop really sharply on
Yeah,
that.
that's what I like about it, and that's what I like about mica because they're really shiny.
Huh? Is
Yeah.
that because of Is that because of the actual like the fact that it's like colored stone that it pops like that?
Yeah, because I forgot the exact.
Yeah. I know mica is basically pure pigment before it's added to anything,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So I just use that and add water, and then I use a brush that's like a water-based brush, and I just do little intricate details on things. That's what I do when I'm doing physical art. But then digital art I've been doing is more.
I mean, you don't use mica powder in digital
How
art?
cool would that be
Right.
if I could just throw it? I mean, my digital art's actually kind of similar, where it's like.
Just throw it on the iPad screen and be like, done.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be cool. But it's kind of similar. I like a lot of dark backgrounds, and like I've been doing a lot more like nature-y related stuff, but also other things. I don't know. I'm just learning more digital. You know what I mean? Like digital drawing. That's like new for me. So, but I have been doing it for a while. In my day job. I'm a senior designer. So I've been working on the computer forever. So just merging.
Right on. Yeah, we're all getting shoved into computers now.
Yeah, yeah. But it's also inspiring.
It's better than them getting shoved into us.
Oh,
That's true. Yeah. All
That
right.
sounds painful.
Maybe one day.
Ooh.
Oh, I hope not.
Like
that
computers
your
are the
king
sizes of
creeping?
dildos one day, maybe. Huh? How'd you read your book? The hard way.
That'd be kind of cool though if you don't have to sit. Well, actually, I think it's kind of meditative to read, and yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, talking about computers was really funny. Like I was working on the computer the other day, and due to me owning business stuff like that, I don't use much of the technology I used to use before, like in college. Like I just don't. Like I'm fucking stupid at computers now. I was getting a computer, and someone was like, "Just do this and this and that." It's just really simple. All the computers I had in the past 5 years. I'm like, "Do what?" I feel like my dad was like back in the 90s was like, "I don't know how to set a VCR." You know, I've
Yeah.
never felt that technologically dumb before.
It's called getting old.
Were you talking about whippersnapper?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. So back to you. Always been kind of naturally into it since you're younger, doing realistic stuff. Talk about recently, like what's been inspiring you about your art and what's getting you excited these days.
That's a good question. I think that the process of making art has been inspiring to me most. Just lately, I've been trying to draw every day. And by doing that, I'm sort of inspired to find things around me and consider things in a different way and then bring that into my art.
Oh, that's an interesting way to think about it, because I guess like you're having to come up with something new every time you draw, every day, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that almost kind of puts your own constraint on you. It's like, well, I can't just draw what I drew 5 days ago.
Yeah. And I
That's true.
tend to also not like to plan my art because I feel like the process of making art is like very meditative, and I like that it's kind of like a journal and it reveals itself to you as you make it, or for me. So then it just like makes me think like, oh, I wonder why that came up. I guess it does, like that reminds me of like the world, and so I'll like reflect on it after, and it's
Huh.
nice. Yeah.
That's cool.
Thank you.
So we've been talking a lot about COVID and how it's
Have we?
affected. Yeah, a lot.
When?
We had like a whole episode on
I've
it.
never even heard of this before. When did it start?
I don't know, like back in the 90s. Some bat fucked a monkey or something. I don't know.
Probably.
Probably.
And then somebody ate that monkey.
Case closed. Put it on the desk, Johnson. No, so like during the, a lot of us calling it, what is it, Renaissance or whatever that you're talking about. What as an artist, what got you through that artistically? Because I know a lot of us, like I was like artistically constipated the entire time. Like I couldn't write anything. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I actually had an opposite experience. Although I read a lot about, especially, and like listened to a lot of podcasts because I was home and we were all just trapped inside. And a lot of people were talking about how they're like, don't feel bad and don't be hard on yourself if you don't create things. But I feel like I was more inspired. I think when I have nothing to do and I'm bored, I tend to be more inspired to make art. Probably because of the process at which I make art, which is like that I just force myself to start making and just dig into my subconscious and just start doing things. So I think what got me through actually was I rebranded myself. Instead of Rachel Doren, I am now Rae Doren.
There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so just a whole branding project, and I started doing Twitch, and I played music on Twitch, and I took song requests, and then played a few original songs.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was like really
Okay.
fun.
That's awesome. You know, I didn't do much artistically, so it's awesome to hear other people doing stuff, you know, artistically through it.
I'm curious, what do you think was the block for you?
All the drinking.
Well, the drinking didn't help
Yeah.
at all. Trying to write songs hammered drunk is not a good idea, boys and girls. Don't do it. I don't know. Like, I'm really bad at
Life.
creating. I got hit by 2 cars.
That's
No
true.
Shit.
That's true.
Oh,
Yes, it's a true
No,
story.
you're wrong.
so-
One was a bus.
One was
a
a
oh
bus.
no!
So yeah, that was mid 2020.
Oh my god!
Basically,
I'm
after
sorry.
everybody came out of lockdown.
Then almost a year to the day later,
Yeah.
another car hit him right downstairs.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry. Please please stay away from cars. I do not like this.
Trust me, I try. I still have to ride the bike because I can't afford a car right now, and like every car passes, I'm like, oh god, just cringe my butthole.
Yeah. And actually, as a lot of our viewers have probably heard about 15 times, the 3 of us and Nathaniel all met in the pandemic over Zoom chats.
For
Yeah.
real?
Yeah, we should drink together at happy hour and Zoom
wonderful.
chats.
So yeah, it was like large.
Yeah, most of us
get-togethers.
were new to the city. Nobody knew anyone. So
That is
that's how it
actually the cutest thing I've ever heard.
happened. Oh, look, we're precious.
It's true.
Aw.
It's wonderful.
Well, no, I'm someone who has to write with someone else or whatever. Musically,
yeah.
like, right now, I'm really big. I like bouncing off of someone
That's
musically.
cool.
And I didn't have anyone to
That
play
makes
music
sense.
with and stuff, and I just didn't really feel inspired to do anything. I was like, well, if I'm not playing with someone, what's the fucking point?
I see what you're saying.
Well, coming from my perspective,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
I follow
But,
that.
yeah, that's kind of why I didn't do anything. And then when the pandemic hit again, we had to go kind of back into lockdown. I was starting something with one of the artists that we had on here, TK, and it kind of fizzled out because, you know, life was just so uncertain then.
Yeah.
Also, didn't help that he smashed his leg in half.
Okay, that
He
was
did.
more recent, but yes.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just injuries galore in this group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my god.
He tried to jump a fence and landed wrong.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
no.
really wrong.
I almost really got hurt like during the pandemic jumping a fence. I had just a few scrapes, but it almost was bad like that, and I was like, oh my gosh.
So
never
what you're saying is a bad injury was on the fence.
Yes, exactly. I like that.
You sure posted that one up.
I did.
That's funny.
Just nailed it right in.
Always.
Yep. Not even closing the gate on it.
Just
Gotta keep railing it, don't you?
just spruce it up.
Wait, now we're into wood jokes?
What?
I had to go somewhere with the fence.
picket. Yeah. Wait.
Oh, they're gonna do something with
picket
that.
fences are made.
Yeah, see?
Oh, I see.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, just really chain linking them together.
It'd go nice with some shiplap.
Would you say it's a gateway joke?
Okay. Every time I try to challenge this punness, I always get schooled.
It's true.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, so that's cool that you had a little Renaissance yourself.
Renaissance.
So what kind of projects are you getting into right now? And what's getting you excited?
Yeah, that's a great question. I am creating a new portfolio of digital and audio work. I'm trying to meld all of my mediums together because I've done so many different disparate things, and I'm getting better at digital illustration, so that's been something I've been merging. But I'm trying to find, like, I'm in the process now of finding a new direction that is more digital and audio mixed together.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's kind of in the process right now of that. Yeah.
I had to do some of that in music conservatory, and I could do the audio fine. You start adding pictures and shit, and I just go to hell. It just goes to shit.
I don't know. I could see some really cool stuff coming out of that. Like you're.
Oh yeah.
Like, are you gonna combine like different types of physical art in that way?
You know, yeah, I think so. And thank you. You know, I dance too, and I've always thought it would be cool to like incorporate more dance in things that I've made. I danced like my whole life, literally. And actually, when I was in college, I double majored, and one of the majors was art and performance. So it was actually painting. Was one of the things I did, but I also curated a lot of dances, and I was in like the dance school in the university I was at. So I always thought it was just cool to be able to, the idea of like mixing all those things together, but not in like a performance art kind of way where you're like, you put paint on your feet and you dance around. I don't want to do, I just feel like I don't want to do that.
It feels very interpretive art when it gets to that level.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
who was that artist that would like get naked, dip themselves in paint, and then run out of canvas and jump off a trampoline at it?
Oh
like,
my
into
God.
The wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've
I know
seen
what you're
those.
talking about. I have a book about art that's like performance art.
Yeah.
I might have included something like that, but I
I
don't
mean,
know.
to each their own, you know. If
Yeah.
you're gonna jump naked into a canvas with covered in paint. I mean, go
It
for it.
was that same woman that like sat and cried at a table for like 14 hours, right? Like in front of an audience, something like that.
How do you cry for 14 hours straight?
I don't know, but she was completely straight faced, but just forced tears.
Wow.
Do you
That's
just, like-
impressive.
Vicks Vapor Rub.
Hydrate for that,
Yeah,
right?
she needs to drink a lot
Yeah.
of water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Jesus, that's gotta be Vicks Vapor Rub.
Wait.
Pull it-
Oh, or like onion
rub
and just
cayenne
rub your
pepper.
yeah.
That's
eyes.
smart.
Yeah.
You'd be cry for a while.
Jesus, your eyes would be fucked up.
Seriously.
You'd need some duct tape for your the tear duct.
The
Oh.
ducks.
Okay, boo. Boo on that one.
Yeah, that one is.
Yeah,
that one brings a tear to the eye.
I know.
That's pretty good.
Well, speaking of melding all this together, have you thought about doing like metaverse stuff and like NFTs?
Yeah, I have thought about that. I haven't really come to a conclusion on what I want to do with that. When I look at my art sometimes, now that I'm making GIFs out of different images of my art, I'm like, this could be an NFT. And then I think about the fact that, I don't know, I can't get out of my head.
So are you like looking into getting into like NFTs and making them?
I don't know. The thing is, I keep seeing things about NFTs, and I'm not sure if I trust it. And I don't know. So I haven't really actually done it yet.
I know a couple people who have gotten into it, but I'm still like on the fence of like, okay, is this really any different than just like, it's like speculation on top of speculation because you're using cryptocurrencies to pay for your NFTs, which are then the price is then speculated on top of. So
I just think the odd thing is like you could just screenshot it. Maybe I don't understand, but
it's kind of like
owning the digital right to it.
yeah.
It's kind of like the best way that I understand it is like say you have when you buy your car you and like you pay like the whole price for it, you have the you get the title to the car. The title is proof that you own the car. So it's kind of like you with your NFT you have a title. It's like having a title that shows that you own the piece of work. Mm-hmm. So somebody else could screenshot it, but that'd just be like taking a picture of your car.
Mm. Yeah, I think I'd have to just learn more.
I really want to have pictures of people's cars. Just go around and be like, ooh, that's a nice.
It's only because you
91
wouldn't
Honda.
download a car, right?
I would download a car. I would download a bear too. I don't care what they said in the movie ads in the early 2000s. I would download a bear.
I suppose I would do NFTs. I would have to learn more though, and I'd probably do it more with GIFs, because I guess screenshotting a picture would still allow you to have that photo, but a GIF.
Well, the trick to it is like for the posting, you put a lower quality one, but when they buy the NFT, it unlocks a file that has like the high res. You can.
Hey,
do that
that's
way, too.
cool. I could do that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, that is cool.
That is cool. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll look into that.
Chaw.
Have you talked to a lot of people who are doing NFTs?
Not really. More people that just buy them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. If there's a market, I mean, yeah.
It's huge right now. It's
Really? I
it's
mean,
fucking
all I'm
enormous.
doing is I've made like 55 digital like drawings in the past couple of months, so I can
Well,
just
I can help you get them on there if you want.
yeah, I'd love that.
I've been getting really into that shit. I just started getting into crypto recently too, and
Cool.
buying that shit, and gotta get into it now before it's too late.
Do you
Yeah.
ever find it funny that cryptocurrency, like if you take the name apart, is the same as like cryptozoology of things
Yeah.
that don't exist?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
literally.
cool.
Yes, man.
Entomology for the win.
I can't believe people get degrees in that.
That's a fun degree.
Bigfoot's real. We have footprints. I don't know.
That'd be pretty cool to like study that, at least for art.
You come to like the family function, and it's like, well, Derek's into cryptozoology. He does something else though, right? No, that's
No.
all he does.
I think most cryptozoological creatures have been disproven at this point, though.
For the most part,
That's
yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
There can still be books written about them.
Yeah. Well, people are still going to buy them.
Yeah.
Alex Jones will still talk about them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so we went there already with the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, Alex Jones-ish. Well, let's get...
Usually doesn't take long.
So
So,
what you're saying is that there's chemicals in the water.
yeah.
Oh, is that the guy?
So you have to drink through your nose. Filtration.
You know,
It's
as they
our
say,
natural Brita. What?
The water is turning the frogs gay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Is that why you're licking your tongue at me now, Nathan? Because you drank the water?
He's being turned.
We've already lost him. So, what do you do to network with other artists in Denver?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. Okay, so I go on Tuesdays to the Denver Drink and Draw. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. But normally I go to an aggressive amount of art networking events. Like outside of the pandemic, I just really like networking and like talking to people. I go to a lot of art galleries, openings. I was part of the art gym, and that's like a collective studio space. And I'm just on all of the Facebook groups for the art things, and I go to like the art events through there and meet people through there and stuff.
Do you feel like it's easy to meet people at these events?
In the pandemic or before the pandemic or outside?
Well, right now.
Okay. Well, I think I think normally outside of the pandemic it's really easy, but I think right now it's a lot harder. Like I've been going to the Denver Drink and Draw, I'm double masking, but it's been 2 people going lately. Normally it's like a lot more. So it could be the winter in Denver where everybody just kind of like holes away.
Just hibernates.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have noticed that.
Yeah.
Denver
right.
always gets significantly less busy in the winter.
It's true.
Yeah.
Even traffic from like work and stuff. There's
Yeah.
just not as much.
Yeah.
Well, it's really funny. Like that you said that, like all of us at this apartment complex, like we hibernate over the winter, don't see each other till everyone's at the pool again. It was like, it's been like 6 months. Have you been? It's like, it's like everyone just is okay with it. It's like, yeah, we're not gonna see each other for 6 months.
Yeah.
Like we're just gonna accept that.
It's so interesting. Where are you guys from?
So I'm originally from Arlington.
Yes.
It definitely never snows there.
Yeah.
Like, except for when it does snow,
The one year that you
everything
left.
shuts down.
Yeah, like the snowpocalypse, like 5 years ago.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
6. I
Well,
think
there's
it's a
one that
while.
was like it was something like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was
and
10
now
years ago.
And now there was the one that was just last year.
Oh, I knew about that. I have
Yep.
friends that things shut down.
Yeah, things shut down. People froze.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
Shit just got real.
I know. I was like,
I
what?
mean, it's cold blooded.
Yeah,
Literally.
literally. Jinx.
That really chilled the air in the room.
That's pretty good. Okay.
So networking.
If I can land one today.
That's good.
So what you're saying is your jokes are an Apollo mission. As long as you can land one.
There you go.
If the rest
yeah.
blow up, it's fine.
If the rest fizzle out and just like
It was all a fake.
exactly, yeah, just say it was staged.
There we go.
Case closed. Put it on the desk, Johnson. we're just hammering these things out today,
Yeah.
left and right. So a little bit back to networking, because one thing we want to do is, like, when we have guests on, is like how we can help other people out,
Yeah.
get better. So what kind of advice could you give struggling artists right now to go out and network and try to get their art out there, or maybe talk to other artists and get inspired?
I think that there's a lot of different venues you can pursue right now. I think one good one that is kind of a double-edged sword, but it's filled with people, obviously, is TikTok. You could definitely ask TikTok questions, and then
Right.
people will respond, and that's a good way to digitally network. Another one is LinkedIn. So I know during the pandemic, I was seeking freelance work for a while because I was just freelancing. And I sort of copied a viral post, like the structure of it, and I wrote my own words in it, and it got viral as well. So it got like I got a lot of freelance work through that. So I think that's good for artists too. A lot of artists are using LinkedIn because now LinkedIn is much more social media than resumes.
Right, 100%.
Yeah.
I have seen that. It's gone a lot from just people kind of like spitballing different things they've seen from like other CEOs, CTOs, stuff like that, to like actually people communicating.
Yeah, it's a mix of that.
It's
right
changed a lot the past few years.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's kind of had to with the pandemic, you know.
now. It did.
Excuse me. got the not COVID.
You got the black lung.
The black lung pups.
I mean, based on him in the kitchen earlier, I'd say it was the green lung.
Yeah. Since there's no more alcohol this month, it's been a lot of marijuana. A lot.
Look on the bright side, the month's almost over.
I think I might continue doing this though for a little while. Just staying sober.
Just how you quit vaping.
Okay, that lasted like 10 days, and I was right back at it. I forgot my weed when I was at work. And
Also, that one time you tried to dump a girl for 3 months.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So is she still dumped?
Let's get back to art.
So no. So she's back.
Sorry, we have a prisoner in there.
Just tell her
Cane.
she's adopted
Cane.
again. It worked last time.
Oh my God, yeah. Like, we screamed she was adopted, and she literally just stopped barking.
Oh no, poor baby.
I mean, technically the truth.
It's the truth. You got to find out sometime.
That's true.
She's almost a teenage. She is a teenage puppy.
Oh.
Got to get on that. She's almost 21 in dog
That's
years.
cute.
See, so then you can get her drunk.
We actually sell dog wine at the candy shop. I'm gonna get her
that's
some dog
fun.
wine.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Is
I've
it
heard of that.
alcoholic?
Is it alcohol? Yeah. I'm
No.
curious.
Well, it's like dog alcohol. It's not like alcohol.
Yeah.
It's like catnip for dogs.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I don't want to give it to
dog
Layla because she's old though. What?
So dog nip.
Dog nip. Yeah, pretty much. It's
Although
good.
I think a dog nip is something completely different.
It's a different plant or something.
Oh yeah, like a bite.
Because they're nipping.
It's true.
Watching cats on catnip is pretty funny though.
Yeah.
They're hysterical. They drool all over the place and like.
Well, some of them get aggressive. My cat gets aggressive, and so I don't give him catnip anymore.
Oh boy.
Scary.
Is it an Irish cat?
He's like a Maine Coon mostly.
Oh, I had a Maine Coon.
Yeah, and he's the best normally, like a dog. But then when I guess because he was so high energy and always wanted attention, that when I gave him catnip, he was more high, and now he was just attacking people. I'm like, you need to relax. You need to stop. You need to get down from your high.
Here's some more catnip. Like throw it in the room and close the door. Be like, oh, just come down.
Literally.
Then you just hear like
Yeah,
everything breaking,
Yeah.
glass shattering.
The door's like
Furniture
half
getting
apart,
knocked
the clock
over.
works.
You're like already contacting insurance.
Yeah.
At the end, it's like The Shining. With
Chaos.
Here's Kitty.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. So, have you like showed your art anywhere?
Yeah. I've done a lot of art shows actually throughout the years. But the last show I did was actually at the Boulder Museum, the Museum of Boulder.
I hear that place rocks.
It is. That's good. Yeah, it was a exhibition a few 6 months ago, and
Okay.
yeah, and I had a lot of my art from the last series I did that was called Alopecia, and that was what the ones I showed you that were like black background and mica, bright
Right,
colors. Yeah, and so I had those shown, and that was fun, and then. Yeah, I tend to do shows every so often. I'm going to be doing more
Okay.
in the upcoming time. Yeah, because I'm taking my art more seriously now, and I enjoy it a lot.
So how does one get into showing their art like that?
That's a great question, and I think I have a specific personality that lends me well to networking. So. For me, it's networking. It's just telling people about what I'm doing and talking to people. And then that tends to open up opportunities. I got here because my friend Devin, and I was talking to him about art, and that's fun. And he was just like, hey, you make art. Do you want to do on this podcast? And then you just say yes to things. Say yes. And I don't care. That's the thing I think that might happen to a lot of artists, I think. I don't know. But there's probably a demographic of artists that might be listening. And if you hear an opportunity... Just do it. Just do it. I don't care how scared you are. I don't care if you have no art. Just do it. Just make the art overnight. I don't know. Just do it.
Just always. I like that line. Just always say yes. You know.
Yeah, just say yes. to
Opportunity is opportunity.
everything. Yeah,
You might not ever be right if you don't commit.
exactly. You'll learn from it, and then you'll do it better the next time. You can just remember this is your first time or your 10th time, and you'll do it better the 11th time. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't count it people think it's failure, but I think if you learn something, it's not a failure; it's an education lesson.
Yes.
It's just what you make out of it. You're gonna intendally quote unquote fail your whole life.
Yeah.
you're only gonna get a few things right. Like I mess up
Yeah.
every day, something.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah, I dropped a water bowl in my pants yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like in the morning. I was like, "This is great," But I mean, I think if you're consistent and you just try, like you said, like just say yes to opportunities and
Yeah.
go out there and network and
Yeah.
put yourself out there. You might feel uncomfortable doing it, but put yourself out there.
Yeah.
You're gonna find something.
Yeah, and I think it is uncomfortable to talk about your art, but I think it's good to practice that because the only way that people will understand you, your story, and your art is by talking about it. And there's a lot of artists who like just want to make art and not talk about it.
Right.
That sounds like idealistic. It's not real. Like we want to hear about what your art is, and everybody does. So.
Right. Well, 100%. This is a great time. Why don't we plug your social media and if you have a website and where everyone can find you at?
Okay, yeah. So you can find me on my website at racheldoren.com, RACHELDOREN.com. And then I have social media everywhere as Rae Doren, RAEDOREN. I need to change my domain. I haven't done that yet. My website domain.
We're not going to judge you too hard.
I could have just said Rae Doren for everything. But
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, domains are like freaking like $80 like every year or something like that.
mine's
So-
like 100 and something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I do. That's pretty reasonable. It's like 119 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have your own like online store and stuff?
Actually, I don't right now. However, I am making a new series of smaller paintings that are similar to the ones you were looking at that are the mica ones.
Right.
That are in this really fun pentagon shape. And I found these frames like over the weekend that I thought were really cool. So I'm going to cut the black canvases I have into those shapes and then make smaller ones and sell those. But the ones I have right now on my website are large and expensive, and I'm not going to part with them for less than they are. But also the market right now that I've seen isn't willing to buy such large pieces for over $1,000. So you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like finding your market and then doing prints for.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it's just worth
Finding your
holding
market
onto
and
it.
then ignoring it and doing it anyway.
I mean, that's what I've done before, and I'm like, I don't care. I will do it. And then reflecting on it, I was like, okay, maybe I'll make smaller things for people to buy. I did get some sales, so it's not like people won't. It's just that it's small. I need to get rid of my art, as well.
Well, I mean, like this is an international podcast. You never know someone from Ireland or Belgium
We always get that one Belgium guy.
or girl.
It could be a girl.
Could be girl.
I doubt it's a girl.
They could be in tune with our sexy voices.
I doubt it's a girl.
Nondescript person of Belgium origin.
I still doubt it's a girl.
More PC.
You never know.
They haven't sent us waffles yet, so it can't be a girl.
Oh my god. They're gonna never listen to us again.
You
keep
say
on-
that every time, and they still do.
Okay, well, true enough. True enough.
They must be masochistic.
How
I
can-
don't know. Maybe
They
they just
enjoy the abuse.
they just enjoy the lewd jokes that you're putting out there.
Well, anyway, we're getting kind of towards the end. I want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast,
Thanks for
sharing your art. No worries. We make sure you go follow on our Instagram. Go check our website out. If you got some monies to spend, go buy some art. Support some local art for Denver. I don't know if you're in Norway or whatever. Want to buy art? You're
For
supporting.
Denver.
For Denver.
Support Denver art in
Yeah.
Norway.
Yes.
Make that a T-shirt.
Support Denver art.
Like
in
just
Norway.
that oddly specific comment. Support Denver art in Norway.
And every time someone asks what the shirt means, we like, if you get it, you get it.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys so much. And as is, peace.
Peace.